Teen suspect Carly Gregg allegedly shot her mom to death, which was caught on video, but she doesn't remember doing it.
Let her go. Let her go. She doesn't remember. We can't hold her accountable. Is that the teenage mindset? Is that how this is supposed to play out? Because to me, as an adult, she's coming across as a stupid, dumb bitch.
That's one of those you can't just say you don't remember and get out of it.
Well,
whether you remember or not, you did it.
And then on top of that, it's caught on
tape.
Or, some sort of recording device. I mean, I don't think, someone has like a handheld camcorder.
They're saying video. I like to think it was tape.
Yeah.
And a wall clock, reel to reel.
I hear those are popular, actually.
Again, I have no clue. That's some Staunton City Limits.
Yeah.
One of the later episodes, I really don't know which one.
Don't worry, they'll reference it on their own because they are so into us. That's kind of funny. What up, y'all? This is me. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, whoever's listening. Or else I'll pop you. Bang, bang, Mom. This is for not liking my boyfriend. This is for giving me a curfew at 11. This is for not understanding my sexuality, even though I change it every week. Bang! I don't remember this. I suffered trauma as a child. I had to do something that was hard. I think I summed it up pretty nicely.
That was eloquent.
Thank you.
Maintenance workers that got blown up by the airplane tire and died, 2 of them.
2 tires or 2 airplane workers?
2 workers with a third injured. I think those are like 30-ply tires. They run a ton of PSI.
Well, I mean, you're carrying a plane.
Yeah.
They're serious about those baggage charges. I guarantee you somebody was just like, hey, did you do the thing? What? Boom. That's all it takes.
Shout out to our sponsor, Red Bull. If you're drinking Red Bull, yes, that is. Yeah. Chuck Norris's piss. Depending on which flavor you get. The yellow one is his. Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah
you got it.
Said Thursday that Israel's deadly pager and handheld radio attacks, that's a walkie-talkie, amounted to a declaration of war.
I was about to say a pager? Is it 1995 already?
Here's the thing about the pager. Hezbollah had decided that a smartphone was too dangerous. Isn't that ironic? Because it can track you in so many ways. And not just one or two, but it can really pull some data on you. So they said, we're going to go a little more underground. We're going to get pagers.
We're going to go even more underground. We're going to get a telegraph and strap some dynamite to it.
Israel caught wind that they were wanting a shitload of pagers. So they got their hands in the order. And when the order came through, well, they had explosives in them. The death toll's up to 10, but it injured like 3,000 people.
Okay. I mean, at least they're still alive, but God.
I saw some of the pictures. That shit burnt pretty hot. Like the people that survived and are burnt, they're burnt pretty bad.
Yeah, and I can only imagine the shrapnel. The shrapnel injuries are just probably chaotic among all the victims. I'm just going to call it as I see it. That is such a douchebag move. If you're going to be a terrorist, if you want to be a killer, fucking be there on the front line. Don't be one of those guys that puts a bag out under a bench or, throws something away in a trash can and then wanders off and lets the explosion fucking kill people. You're not even there to see it half the time. You're no fucking saint. You're no fucking warrior.
Well, once their pagers were out, they had to go to their two-way radios. Israel had put explosives in a shipment of two-way radios. Israel exploded those the day after, which has killed 30 people. Tomorrow we'll see what else they do, I guess.
I don't know. It's just one of these things where it's like, so what's the long game here? What's the long play? Like, is all this going to lead to some sort of peace talk? Because if it's not, what's the point?
You hear that redneck-ass truck?
Yeah, baby goats.
Go ahead.
Definitely baby goats.
Driving
around. Those kids need to be brought down a notch.
Well, it has to be something from nature because the road is fucking closed.
That's true. Any human could not get past that sign.
You're putting in a sewer line. Hezbollah has been using low-tech devices like pagers to avoid Israeli surveillance and tracking. Yeah, isn't that ironic, don't you think?
It's a little too ironic. I think they both need to chill the fuck out. They need to have someone go down on them in a theater.
These are just the two places that were going to have a ceasefire, what was it, 2 weeks ago, to get polio vaccines?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, the priorities, they're so strange to me. It's like, it's like, whoa. Pause. Time out, bathroom break, lunch, everyone get your shot. Then we go back to fighting.
They're back at it.
Laundry, I've been putting it off way too long. Hezbollah. Hezbollah.
Death.
Oh.
Just kidding. Almost death.
Fuck.
It's related, though. A Thai woman has been rescued by police after being strangled by a python for more than 2 hours. The 64-year-old woman, who gave her name as Aram,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
common spelling, common name, was doing dishes at home on the outskirts of the Thai capital when she felt several bites on her leg.
I hate it when that
And
happens.
that's how it all started. Then it tried to choke her, or whatever.
I'm curious how that went down. It seems like after the first bite, I'd be like, oh, there's a fucking snake. I wouldn't let it get to 7?
It said several.
Several.
That's
Yeah,
at least 3, though.
that's 3 or more. Definitely by the second one, you got to know something's up.
You'd think that thing could have squeezed her hard enough to make her head pop, like that Delta Airlines tire.
I'm sure if it wanted to, it could.
It probably just wanted to cuddle.
Honestly, I would be making conversation with it. Probably have like some sort of Stockholm effect with it. It's like, you know what? You're not that bad of a snake. You're just snaking around being snake.
And she might have been waiting on her to finish cleaning the dishes and struck a little too soon. Didn't have a clean plate to eat her on.
The police helped. That's all I know.
I wonder how they did that. Come on, let her go. No, they do it the same way. Like if you get your head stuck in the staircase, it's like just put some butter on it, grease her up real good. Get some of that P. Diddy lube. Snake will come right off.
Did you know P. Diddy had 1,000 bottles of lube in his house? It said more than 1,000.
Who doesn't? I mean, in the zombie apocalypse, I'm gonna, be lubed up. I imagine there's a kiddie pool somewhere in there filled with lube. Has to be. You think if you're going to order that kind of quantity, though, you'd go straight to the manufacturer, order wholesale? Like, give me a barrel of lube. Don't put it in individual bottles. You're just making me open each one.
Well, they're calling it freak-off parties. I think that's
definitely.
A standoff where who can be the bigger freak. And get a keg. Because I wouldn't want to touch that bottle that other people have been touching. That's a personal bottle. For those that don't know, he was finally arrested, thrown in jail.
Can't slip past those cops.
He's complaining about deplorable conditions in the New York jail.
There's not enough lube in here. How am I supposed to live?
He's going to be complaining about a lot more if they put him in gin pop.
Well, he'll get used to it. It seems like he would.
That's almost death.
With P. Diddy. P spelled P-E-E.
If laughter is the best medicine, then the family of James Loveless will be healed in no time. Mr. Loveless passed away on Wednesday, and his son wrote an obituary. Let's do like when you read the Bible in Sunday school, and I get a verse, you get a verse.
Yeah.
Jamie, a divorcee, father, grandfather, and proud owner of a few lots in the trailer park, had had enough and up and died on us.
On many occasions in life, James was seen in his backyard at the trailer park during the early hours of the morning, hammering beers, standing over country-style ribs, while nearby neighbors would peek out their windows bearing looks of disgust and amazement. We don't know if he was married, but he definitely was a ladies' man. There was Kathy, Mary Lou, Tammy, Deborah, Carrie, Tina, Sue Ellen, Joellen, and a John.
Wow.
Jamie loved his family more than anything else in the world, except ice cold bush, room temperature bush, T-bones, New York strip steak, prime rib, shrimp, swimming, poker, hatchback Mustang GTs, tank tops, Kentucky men's basketball, and his personal copy of Eddie Murphy's Raw. That is a great movie.
Order memorial trees or send flowers to the family in memory of James Lovelace.
He will be moderately missed.
Budweiser, the king of rears.
Ah,
Where was that printed?
that was printed on the ass of his boxers.
And that's...
And that's the obits on Death News Inc. Hey.
Just to clear something up, Diddy indicted on sex trafficking, racketeering, and kidnapping charges.
Sex trafficking. Makes me think he fucked on the freeway, but that's not what it means. It's something else. Who would have thought the guy who sang Public Enemy Number 1 God, who saw that coming?
Diddy, wanting out of jail and pleading, promises he will have no female visitors if you let him out on bail.
Okay, well that seems pretty rational.
That cuts away half the victims.
Yeah. Well, I would, that's a good way of playing it. I personally would be like, Your Honor, I don't remember it.
Boosie Badass says Diddy, like all celebrities, fly women in, but he's just freakier. Diddy's just freakier is all.
Man, where do you get these women to fly? Like, if you're like a millionaire, billionaire, whatever the hell you are, can't you just, keep it all hometown? Where are you shipping them from? You have to pay a tariff on that? You flying women in? I wonder if it's for the Sky Miles. Then I could see that. Because round trip, you're making bank.